Morning! I'm not going to chat today, I'm just going to get straight into the routine. Because I know you're in a hurry and you just want to get on with your day. Okay, so your feet and knees are in line with your hip bones. Just imagine they're on little train tracks and allow the back to settle into its natural curves. I'm going to go into a shoulder bridge, into a pelvic curl. So allow the back to flatten just gently into the floor and start to lift with the pelvic bone up towards the ceiling, lengthening through your knees, opening up the hips. The chin is gently tucked in, so the back of the neck stays elongated, opening up the collarbone, hips are level and equal. Lengthen through your toes, take a deep breath in, and exhale, roll yourself down, sending the breath down the spine, reaching through your sit bones so the spine stays long. And again, exhale, rolling up through the spine, watching the head doesn't roll back. So all the movement comes from the spine, opening up the hips, so it's like a little massage for your back. Opening up the collarbone, take a deep breath in, and exhale, send the breath down the spine, lengthen through your sit bones, you get a nice long stretch through the back. 2 more, rolling up. Breathing in, hold, watch your shoulders are back, and exhale, sending that breath back down the spine. And last one, watch your toes aren't lifting, rolling back up. Taking a deep breath in, and exhale, rolling through. Lifting the right foot into that tabletop position. Imagine your feet are really heavy. Picking up the foot. Other side. Bring the knees together and drop the knees to the left hand side. Opposite shoulder stays down. The arms can come out to the side if you wish. Come back to centre and to the other side. And lift back up. So inhale, drop the knees. And exhale, bring them back. And inhale, take them over, and exhale, bring them back. Do 2 more on each side, inhaling as you take the legs over, keep the knees together and the feet together, exhale, bring it back, and inhale, other side. Shoulders stay down, flatten the arms into the floor, push the arms in to the floor, and you'll be able to feel the shoulders stay back. Stabilising the upper body so the lower body can mobilise. Coming back to your centre position, take the feet a little bit away from each other, about a foot away, and then flex the feet, going to the scissors so the right leg dips down. Come back up, change sides. All the time keeping the natural curves of the spine, softening the ribs. Now if you want to challenge a little bit more for the abdominals, lift the head and the shoulders, and looking towards your belly. Reach the fingers down towards the end of the mat. Engage with the muscles in the middle of the back as you slide your scapula down the ribs. 2 more on each side. Exhaling as you go, inhaling as you return. And then coming back to your centre position, hug the knees in towards your chest. Lovely. Now just start to rock. And if you can, come up into your seated position from here, otherwise roll over onto your side and use your hand to push you back up. Lovely. Coming down over onto your front, because we're going to do some push-ups. I know they're your favourites. So hands are going to be a little bit wider than the mat and go working into the chest. Come into your half position so the knees are in line with the hips and the shoulders. If you want to go for the full press up, go ahead. But I know that I tend to lose my form a little bit after 1 or 2, so I'm just going to start with the halfway position. Okay, so we're going to do 5 press-ups. Ready? Soften the abdominals, shoulders down, off you go. Head stays in line with the spine. Last 2. Last 1. Bring the hand in so it's underneath your shoulder and roll over onto your side. Bring the hand up towards the ceiling so in your side plank. Now if you wish to challenge the centre a little bit more, come up onto your legs, straight legs, rather than bending the knees. So we're going to hold. If it hurts your shoulder, come onto your elbow. Keep breathing. Lengthen through the crown of the head, so you're lengthening through the spine. And then bring the knees back down if you're on your straight legs. Come over. Now bring your hands closer together, and we're going to push up again, but this time using the triceps. So bring the elbows in by your waist, and then push away. 4 more. Head stays in line with the spine. Try not to lead with your chin. Everything moves together. 2 more. Last one. Then go on to your other side. I'll switch around. Come up onto your side, lifting the arm up towards the ceiling. Come up onto your straight legs, into your side plank. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Watch the hips stacked. Rib cage on your hips. Lengthen through from one end to the other. The tailbone reaches away as if you're in a tug of war. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Lovely long line. Think about hugging the spine with your abdominals, with the back muscles, so you're equal front and back. Slide the shoulders down. And slowly bring the knees down if you have the straight legs, and roll yourself back down. Let your hands release, circle them around, come back the other way, opening up the space between the wrist and the arms, and then shake them out as if you've got water on them. Come forward, we're going to go into plank. Oh yes. Tuck your toes under, or come into the full plank, and then start to dip your hips from side to side. Now, full plank's a little bit too much for you today. Rest your knees on the floor. Side to side is fine, you can still do that. We're going to go for 8 more. So you're going to do about 10 together. That's quite a lot. So rest if you need to. You can always join in. Couple more. And then rest the knees. Come back into child's pose. And then roll yourself up. Whew. Hands come back in front of you. Tuck the toes under and come into downward dog or pike, as we call it in Pilates. So the feet a little bit wider away from each other. Bend the knees slightly, push the tailbone towards the ceiling, and then straighten the legs. It really helps get the stretch in that lower back. Now hold it steady, and without shifting the weight from side to side, allow your right arm to float off the floor. Come back down and change arms. 2 more on each side, keep those abdominals strong. Just floating the hand as if it's completely weightless, so it's being picked up by a piece of string attached to the back of the hand. Last one. And then bend your knees, rest your feet, come back down onto those elbows, lengthen the legs long, come back into that plank position or on your knees, hip dips from side to side. And do about 10. Halfway. 3 more. 2 more. You can do it. Keep smiling. And then come back into child's pose. Roll yourself up. Readjust your top. Come back into downward dog or pike. Bend the knees and then straighten the legs, heels towards the floor. Push the tailbone towards the ceiling, and then your right arm floats off the floor. Bring it back down, change arms. You go 3 on each side. Last one. And then slowly come back down, bend the knees. Come back into child's pose, feet together, knees apart. Reach the arms in front so you get a lovely stretch in your back. Slide the shoulders down your back. Now if your head doesn't reach, if you've got a towel or a block nearby, put it underneath your head and then the shoulders can just let go. Oh, lovely. It allows all the muscles of the neck to relax as well. Okay, so roll yourself up onto your glutes. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling, lift the chest, lift the right leg off the floor and come back down. Push through the heel, other side, lift and lower. And other side, lifting and lowering. So you're about 2 inches off the floor. Reach the fingers towards the ceiling. 2 more on each side. Lengthen that spine. Last one on each side. And then the arms come down in front. Roll yourself down. All the way to the floor. Yes, because you're going to come back up again. Arms reach overhead. Yes, you are. Lift the head and shoulders. Bend the knees if you need to. Hold on if you need to. Lift from your chest. Lovely. Arms come back up towards the ceiling. Lift the legs one at a time. Flex through the feet. Try not to sink into the front. The idea is to keep the pelvic bone as far away from the breastbone as you can. So think about the front of the body rather than the back of the body. Try not to collapse into the ribs. Reach along with your fingers. Last one on each side. Lovely. And then drop the arms. Roll yourself down. Staying long in the front body. Reaching long with your feet. All the way to the floor. Arms reach overhead. Lift the arms. Look through. Lift from the chest. Reach along with your fingers. Lifting back up as you did before. Last time on each side. Lift the legs one at a time. There's about 6 on each side. 2 more. Last one. And then reach long, lengthen towards your toes. Now if you've got one of these squidgy balls, grab it. If not, doesn't matter. Roll yourself down. Bend the knees, lift your glutes, place the ball underneath your sacrum. You can do this without the ball, so please don't worry. Slide your shoulders down, pick the feet up. Either keep the legs bent or straighten the legs. Exhale as you drop them down away from you. Inhale as you come back up. You're going as far as you can go without adding any extra curve to your back. So slide your ribs down towards your hips. That would be too far, the ribs would be sticking out. So slide your ribs down so you stay nice and long in the front of the body. Inhale as you come back up. And again, exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Oh, it's hard to speak and do that at the same time. 2 more. Last one. And bring the knees in. Hug them in. You can do that one more time and I'll show you what to do if you haven't got the ball. Try and place your hands instead where the ball would be, underneath the sacrum. Lift the feet back up. Take the legs up. Now try not to lift off your hands. Exhale as you drop it down. Inhale as you lift. And exhale as you drop it down. If you feel the pressure on your hands, the more pressure you have on the hands, the more your pelvis is tilting. So try to keep the pressure the same on your hands. It might increase a little bit, but not too much. 2 more. Dropping the chin, make sure you're not looking behind you. Last one. And bring those knees in towards your chest. Bring the feet down and release. Release the ball if you have one. Roll over onto your side and then come over onto your front. Reach around and grab one foot. If you've got a band, you can hold to the band if you can't grab your foot or your trousers. Now imagine there's a towel rolled up underneath your hips. Push your hips into that towel so you don't have too much pressure in your lower back. Gently press your foot back into your hand. Stop pressing and increase the stretch. Bring the heel closer. Press those hips into the towel a little bit more. And release, change sides. Pressing those hips into the towel, it stops the pelvis tilting or rotating. Press your foot into your hand. And stop pressing, increase that stretch a little bit further. And release. Roll yourself up Come onto your hands and knees. Come into some cat stretches, wide fingers. Lift the heart up towards the ceiling, and as you drop the tailbone, look back towards your thighs, and then push the tailbone away. Allow the heart to drop down between the shoulders, and again lift and release, and again lift and release, and again lift and release. Last one, lift and release. Come back onto your heels, feet together, knees apart. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling, grab hold of your right wrist and lean over towards your left side. Come back to centre, change wrist, push up towards the ceiling, lean over. Come back up another time, push up towards the ceiling, change the wrists, so you're leaning over towards your left side. Come back up, changing wrist, lift and lean over. Lovely. So get a nice stretch all the way down your side into your obliques and into that waist. Come back up to centre, lift the hands towards the ceiling and then turn palms away. Push them away from you as much as you can. Push the hands behind your back, try not to press into the pelvis. Squeeze the elbows together, open up the chest. Grab hold of the wrist, push away. Now slump into your back, look down towards the navel. Lift the arms back up towards the ceiling, watch them go, and then push the hands away. Rest the hands on your thighs, roll your shoulders. Come back the other way. Lovely. And then just rest. And close your eyes. And just focus deep in the breath. Breathing in all the positive energy. And exhaling any negativity you have about yourself or about the day. Any thoughts that just make you feel a bit sad or a bit depressed today. Push them to one side and just focus on the good things and gratitude and joy. All the things that we've been going on about for the last 14 days. I hope they've really helped you. I really hope the meditation's helped as well. There's a little SoundCloud meditation for you today. So I hope that really helps. And I'm always looking for different types of meditation because there's so many. So if you find that the silent meditation just isn't for you, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Just find something else that helps you relax and calm the chatter in your mind and help you focus on the day ahead. Thank you so much for joining me for the last 14 days. I've loved every minute of it. It's been so much fun. And we're going to go again on Monday, so you're more than welcome to join me. And you'll find the link on my Facebook page. Any questions, please ask. Otherwise, the links are yours. I've put a list of all the links. So thank you for saying that to me, to remind me. So all the links are going to be there on the Facebook wall for you to keep going and you can keep practicing. Okay, so take care and stay healthy and much joy and love to you. Thank you very much. I feel quite sad. Oh, bless you.